Up to Queensland now, and Stephen Miles was today sworn in as the 40th Premier of the state north of us here in Sydney. I was about to say WA, Clarke, I forgot where I was for a sec. After he received the support of his Labor caucus, not to mention the union movement. I should have said Miles was elected by the union movement because that's really what happened here. Miles has been chosen to lead the state following a controversial Labor backroom deal that allegedly gives union workers more power. Here he was today after being sworn in.
I promise to work day and night to earn the trust of Queenslanders. I am a Queenslander born and bred, and to serve as your Premier is the greatest honour.
Jenna, this is just an opinion. I don't buy it at all. And I think what we saw in this little deal, because if you remember, Anastasia Palaszczuk was very much, I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to the next election, like channeling very strong, I have the support of the coach and the players kind of vibe. Yeah. And then the next minute, old mate union movement taps her on the shoulder and she's out the door. And what the reality of this is a Premier elected by a union movement. What can we expect under Miles?
Exactly the same of what we saw with Anastasia Palaszczuk. I think I've been saying it all week. It's basically just Anastasia in a suit, but it's also Gary Bullock with more hair.
Like, that's terrifying, may I say.
Yeah, well, this is the person. If you actually want to know what's going on in Queensland moving forward, go and doorstop Gary Bullock, the national political director of the Workers' Union. Go and talk to him because I'm pretty sure he's pulling the strings, not even that subtly behind the scenes.
Oh, there's nothing subtle about it, Elizabeth. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, it's interesting when Stephen Miles is going, oh, I'm going to work day and night. What's he been doing as Deputy Premier if he hasn't been doing that already? At the end of the day, I think all Queenslanders can see that they may have changed the captain, but it's the same ship. And, you know, I have no doubts that David Crisafulli will be able to bring Queensland, one of the first states, back to being blue in October next year.
I reckon Stephen Miles is the night watchman going into that election. I need to move on, and you'll be glad that I did, Clarkey, to the US. The First Lady Jill Biden's attempts at bringing some Christmas spirit into the White House. Take a look at this. I'm not sure that I have any words, but I'm going to give the floor to you, Clarkey.
I love this. Inject this into my eyeballs every minute until December 25. I think we have had everyone all around the world has had such a dismal time of it in 2023. And I think that this is absolutely off the walls bonkers. I think someone called it the United States of bananas. But I love it. I love the fact that the Americans do pomp like no one else, probably compared to the Brits. They're not as classy. But I love this. More power to Dr. Biden. I love it.
There's a little, Liz, Elizabeth, there's a little bit of jazz hands going on here. And I'm not going to lie, I'm quietly torn because in the same way that no one but Mariah Carey should sing Oh Holy Night, I feel like there's a little bit of sort of disrespect for the White House. But on the same token, it's like Christmas is a joyous time, but where's the little baby Jesus? Where's the nativity? What we've got is like crazy jazz hands, a lot of tap. Listen, I'd love to be able to tap. Elizabeth, would you be going this? Or would you be going more traditional?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, if I was elected Chief Minister next year, I don't know that I could convince my partner to be able to do this. But at the same time, it's clearly something that is done in America. I don't think Australians quite get it. But I'll tell you, like, I think a lot of people will be looking at that and, you know, whilst it is a bit of a laugh, be concerned that perhaps is the White House a little out of touch. We're talking about many Canberrans and many Australians who are really doing it tough. You know, some families who are concerned about whether they're going to be able to get Christmas presents for their children. So I think Australians kind of look at this and probably are a bit bewildered, to be honest.
I don't know where to go with that. It'll be the thing that I can't erase from my mind as I fall to sleep tonight. Jenna Clarke and Elizabeth Lee, thank you so much for your time.